All right, guys, I am back. I guess you can say this is somewhat my second week of full-time sports card selling. I was on vacation with the family and everything. So there was the cool thing about eBay. So if you guys don't know, they give you an option to be time away. So your shipping will be delayed. You let people know. Obviously, when they check your store out, you can see that the shipping will be delayed. Now, my thoughts on that, I felt like sales slowed down a little bit for me over the weekend, or at least the 5 days I was actually on vacation with the family. I'm wondering if that had to do with it. I don't know. I'll have to kind of track that the next time I'm on vacation again by doing the time away thing. So it was interesting just to see. I felt like the sales were still slow. So this is my thing, I get yelled at by my wife a little bit on this. She goes, "Why are you always on your phone?" And she understands what I do. And the reason is because I respond to a lot of my followers or a lot of people who question about cards, hey, or offers, things like that. I respond pretty quickly, usually within less than an hour or two. I'm always checking. I feel like, to me, that's just part of the customer service, because if you do a show, if someone gives you an offer, you're right then and there. I feel like you get a better opportunity to make a sale if you respond quicker. So I was on vacation, and that's the cool thing about technology nowadays. I was able to respond to offers or questions on specific cards and things like that. So I was doing that, but like I said, I felt like the sales kind of slowed down while I was on vacation. So we'll see this week if it picks up since I'm back, and we'll see. I don't know. Maybe that was a thing. Maybe it wasn't. If people thinking like, "Oh shoot, I'm not going to get the card for another couple of days because this person's out on vacation," or even 4 or 5. In my case, it was like 4 or 5 days because I was gone for 4 days, and I think it does make a difference, because especially if people are possibly buying these cards to resell them or flip them. So I can understand that, because time is of the essence, I guess they can say. So understand that. So that's what I definitely noticed. A couple other tidbits I want to give you guys a heads up if you guys care to, but is the shipping and everything. And I did a video on the 3 people I use. I use USPS, UPS, and FedEx. But I want to give you guys a tip. I recycle a lot because, number one, my wife harms, she comes out on me if I don't recycle. So I got to recycle. Number 2, saves a bit of money. So I get bulk submission to PSA. I want to give you guys a heads up. Here's a little box. So this is the PSA box that usually come in, and I reuse these boxes, guys. Especially if somebody's ordering multiple slabs from me. These slabs come in these things. So it's a perfect box. You don't have to buy a box. You don't have to do anything. You literally retape this. You keep these in good shape, these PSA boxes, and then you put your shipping label on it. You're done. It's simple as that. And these are nice and tiny. I wouldn't say tiny, but they're small enough to fit the slabs. And then you cushion them a little bit, and then that's it. And these are really sturdy. So highly recommend, if you submit to no matter what company to get yourself graded, save these boxes. They come in handy. Number 2, PSA also sends them in these little soft, I guess you can say, cushions. I guess styrofoam cushions or whatever. Perfect. These are perfect to put a slab in, wrap them up, cards, whatever. If you have multiple, put them in these boxes, ship them out to your customers or the orders. I use those quite a bit. And then PSA also sends these. I save these by the rolls, guys. These can get pricey. These little air bubble things. Even if you don't send them back in those boxes, you wrap all your slabs in, whatever you ship in. I reuse those 100%. So I highly recommend doing that. So one of those things, whatever you guys have around, reuse whatever you can. Every little bit helps, especially when you're trying to start, run a business. Sports cards is not the most highly profitable. So you got to really be careful on what you spend your money on. I'm still using, tape that I've had from, or stickers as tape for certain things that I've used for years, or still have an abundance of. So use what you got. I highly recommend that. Boxes around the house, when you order stuff, I'm sure you guys all order from, whether it's Amazon, whether it's from eBay or anything like that. You, your wife, your husband, your significant other, whatever the case may be, reuse those boxes, reuse those cushions, those bubble mail. It's you'd be surprised how much you would actually be able to reuse those things. You know, obviously don't make it look like shit. You don't want to do that. But I mean, nice ones like this, if you keep them intact and really nicely, it comes in handy, especially when it comes to shipping material wise. I'm trying to watch my pennies and as much as I can. Go get your envelopes, you know, especially if you're sending the ESE one for the eBay standard envelopes. I usually go to either Walmart or Target, just buy my envelopes, just get the, you know, the ones where the cards can fit in really nicely. And then, you know, you can get a roll of, you know, painter's tape if you want to tape your cards onto the envelopes when you ship them so they don't just move around, get damaged. And I reuse a lot. Oh, the other thing I reuse is card savers, guys. I mean, you can reuse card savers just for the shipping purposes wise. Obviously, you want to reuse those top loaders, things like that. I reuse those as much as you can. I mean, like I said, I try to do the best I can to reuse those things and try to recycle the best you can, you know, the best you can, at least, you know, I say. So other than that, thanks for following me this far, guys. Yeah, just to let you guys know, sales kind of dip. So I'm hoping they pick up a little bit. My kids are hoping they pick up because then we're going to be eating ramen noodles for a while, girls. But other than that, I'm going to be back. I'm going to be listing and, you know, keep you guys up to date, you know, what I'm doing. But yeah, that's one thing I definitely did notice. I felt the lower sales while being on vacation. So I got to try and ramp this up as best I can. So other than that, man, appreciate you guys watching so far. Don't forget, check out the store on eBay. Don't forget, check out my Whatnot store. I put all the links in the show notes. But I appreciate, man. You guys like this shit, subscribe. Cheers.